Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Liz and we are back with another reading. Today we're doing a love reading. It's been a little while since we did a love check-in, and today we're looking at their current energy towards you. Today was full of information, a lot of complex information, very detailed, so I'm curious to hear if it resonates, if it makes sense for you. This is likely a reading talking about like a new connection, although it doesn't have to be, take it how it fits, but it's definitely, it feels more like new connections, dating, or just kind of in that phase of a relationship where you're not really sure where it's going. So yeah, let me know what you think. We got a lot of detail, like I said. Let's show you each of the groups. I'll give you a chance to take a look and see which one is calling to you. We'll take a deep breath together. So let me show you. Group 1, this is your card. Group 2. And group 3. So whichever card you feel drawn to, let's take a deep breath together. Okay. Take your time, no rush if you need to pause the video. And yeah, this week has been super busy. I've had company and it's just been a busy week in my life, but I wanted to make sure to get something up before the next week ahead reading. So I thought, why don't we do a love check-in? It's been a little while. So let me know what you think. If you have any more love questions that you'd like to know, definitely leave it below in the comments. Please remember, my readings are general readings. They're meant for entertainment. Have fun with it. If you're listening to this and it doesn't really feel like it's for you, no worries. Hopefully the next one will be. And I do hope that today's reading does resonate and bring some clarity, or it just makes sense for you. And yeah, if you enjoy my readings, feel free to check out my cozy community over on Patreon and memberships. We've been doing some fun things recently. We did the junk drawer oracle. Last week we did pogs and the oracle pogs. And then we've actually been doing polls occasionally so that the community can vote on what videos they'd like to see. So things have kind of shifted over there and it's super cozy. I'm enjoying it more than ever. So if you want to check that out, definitely join me over there. It's a smaller community, smaller collective. So yeah, less people are watching the videos. And yeah, we will jump into the reading. Definitely let me know what you think. I'd love to hear it. And we'll start with group number 1. If you chose the first card, then we are doing a love check-in, their current energy towards you. So let's find out what's going on in this connection. Likely for this reading, you have someone in mind. Now, this could be if you're already in a relationship with them, or if you're single and just kind of seeing someone or getting to know someone. We'll have to see what comes up. I do like to get fairly specific in my love readings, so if you're listening to it and you think, this doesn't sound quite right, then that's okay. This one might not be for you, but hopefully it is. Let's find out what is their current energy towards you. So starting with your first card, transformation. It says, your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. So their feelings for you are kind of ever changing, or they're changing currently. Let's try to get more detail as to like why they're changing or what's going on. Let's see, group 1. Okay, so confusion. They're dealing with some confusion. I want to get the full picture before we go too deep. Group 1, their current feelings towards group 1. Their current feelings towards you. Group 1. See the big picture. Okay, this person is definitely doing a lot of reflecting, I would say. They're feeling a little bit confused. They're trying to look at the big picture and sort of like step away from overanalyzing. This person might have previously been paying attention to, I'm getting like fixating on certain specific things that were making them feel confused. So they're trying to kind of step away and look at the big picture or the relationship from a different perspective. Let's see what else we get. Group 1, their current energy towards you. Progress, that's good to see. Progress. And let's get a romance angel card. We'll get some tarot and then we'll put it all together. We'll get some charms too. Group 1, their current energy towards you. Group 1, let your friends help you. Okay, that's kind of cool. Ooh, free yourself on the bottom. Part of what could be going on, or like the underlying issue of this confusion, is them trying to kind of take back control of their life and their in their mind. It could be sort of a messy situation that they were dealing with previously that's causing confusion. I want to say though, group one, I feel like they're sorting things out, and I'm seeing that they're talking to their friends about you and about the connection. They're trying to kind of work things out and figure things out with different, and I think this is actually really interesting with the giraffe spirit, because they're getting other people's perspective, which is actually really helpful for them, because what I was seeing is they're way too, I think they've been overthinking. I think there's lots of overthinking going on and overanalyzing and second guessing, and I don't think it has anything to do with like you, okay? It's just it seems to be in regards to something that they're dealing with, right? And in regards to taking back control of their life. Okay, this just flipped upright or flipped out of the deck, so I'm going to take it. 10 of Wands. Group one, their energy towards you currently, Moon. Yeah, there's confusion. There's no question there's confusion, but there's also a lot of deep feelings. This person is dealing with a lot, all right? So I don't think, and this was my feeling, I don't think any of this confusion has to do with like, are they attracted to you? Do you get along? Do you have a fun time together? I think that's very clear to them, but there's other things going on, I think, beneath the surface, or just things going on in their life. Like, I think they're dealing with a lot. They've got a lot. Oh, we just had a couple fall out. Let me get those with my feet. I think they've got a lot on their plate, okay? And this is making things confusing. Oh, look at that, what fell out. 9 of Cups and Ace of Cups. Yeah, and here's the thing, and this is what I was feeling with the Moon. The Moon is a very emotional card, okay? So there's lots of emotions. I'm getting so much for this connection. It's unbelievable. Okay, but there's lots of emotions beneath the surface, but there's also a lot of complexities going on in this connection. Now, let's kind of break this down and see what might be going on. My feeling is that there's a lot... Okay, I'm just reading this. There's no doubt that you make them feel a lot of feelings. The 9 of Cups, this is like a very abundant energy, and the Ace of Cups can be a card when we're starting to feel like this is emotional overflow, okay? Is one of the things that's coming through. So they could be feeling a little bit overwhelmed by emotions. It's not a bad thing, but there's a lot of feelings involved here. I'm seeing that this person might be trying to get a lot of things under control in their life right now, like things with work, possibly things like that are complicated in their life, personal issues. Other relationships could also be playing a role as well. But they're making progress, okay, group one? So if you take anything from this reading, there's a lot of feelings, okay? There's a lot of feelings there beneath the surface. If they're not obvious, if their confusion is making you feel confused, just know that there is a lot of feelings there. There's a lot that they haven't told you though with the Moon. The Moon is very mysterious. It conceals, right? So a lot of these feelings, especially the fact that these fell out of the deck, they just kind of popped out of the deck. I had to pick them up. There's something about hiding them, or like, it's not so obvious. Like, I think you're getting a lot of mixed signals from them. And yeah, I just want you to know it has nothing to do with your dateability, is that a word, or your attraction, or anything to do with you. This person has a lot going on. There's no doubt in my mind there's a lot going on. And they could have a lot of responsibility too, and it could just be a very busy time in their life as well. Like, they've got a lot going on. They've got a lot of responsibility, possibly with work, with family. There's a lot that this person's currently carrying. So maybe in their mind, like, they're trying to get control of these things prior to jumping into a relationship, but yet at the same time, they're trying not to ignore these feelings that they're obviously experiencing. So I'm seeing that they're talking to their friends. They're trying to sort things out. They're getting good feedback, I think. Sometimes, and that can be exactly what's helpful, is like just talking it out. I have a friend. This is literally what we do. We get together and we just kind of like sort things out with each other, and just hearing that different perspective can sometimes help, because she's very different than me. Like the way we think, the way we handle relationships, the way we approach things is like, could not be more opposite. She's very logical, analytical. She's sort of, she leads sometimes with a bit of skepticism, whereas I'm like, I completely dive in. I'm like the fool card in love. I'm like, yeah, let's go. So I think sometimes it's good to have maybe the opposite sort of perspective, or someone who might be able to give you a different point of view, see the big picture. But things are changing for this person, okay? There's lots changing. And this transformation card could also have to do with like just in general things changing for them, because we do have progress. So this person's making a lot of progress. And the relationship is progressing as well. And it's saying like, things won't always feel this way. Like if you're currently dealing with confusion, or if they're dealing with confusion, this will change, right? Like nothing lasts forever. Things will shift. Things will be a little bit more clear. This is temporary. It's just a phase, just like with the moon. It's just a phase. This period of this relationship isn't going to stay this way. And this says your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. So if this is meant to be group one, it will overcome this confusing time. And you know, at the same time, maybe this free yourself is for you too. It's time to take back control of your life. Maybe in this kind of confusing in-between phase, it's also encouraging you to let your friends help you, or you to take back control of, you know, your life in a sense of like doing things that make you happy. I guess redirecting the focus onto yourself and decentering this person might be helpful for you. It's not that you're not giving the relationship the attention that it needs to continue to progress, but you're not staying kind of stuck in it, okay? I will say the 9 of Cups can have to do with dating in general. So maybe it's like, keep your options open, right? Keep your options open. It doesn't mean it won't work with this person, but in the meantime, maybe, you know, not, you know, not, what's that expression? Putting all of your eggs in one basket. And not that you don't value this connection, but maybe more so just so you don't feel, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess essentially so that you understand that like, even if this doesn't work out, there's plenty of fish in the sea, you know? But that's not saying that this won't work out. It's just saying it's in a very confusing transition phase right now. And things are progressing. Things are, I think, going in a good direction. But things are still in the midst of getting sorted out, either in their mind or between the two of you. I think this person has something that they need to figure out for themselves that you can't really help them with. You can't really, you know, you can't solve this for them. They have to figure it out for themselves. And I see that they're making a conscious effort to get the big picture and sort things out and work through things and progress on these things that are causing them stress. And they're taking back control of their life, whatever that might be. They're making positive changes. So if you think this connection is, you know, really worth kind of enduring this confusing time, then by all means. But this is their current energy towards the connection. They're feeling a little bit confused. They might also have some fears, okay? There's some fears I'm picking up on. Some worries, some anxieties, some insecurities as well. I think their friend group or a particular friend is really helping them through this, though. They're helping them kind of sort it out and, again, see the big picture. This person has a different perspective of their situation and just them in general as a friend. Okay, let's get some charms, group one. I'm just going to cast them right onto the cards. I've been liking doing that. Oh, one stuck to my thumb, so I'm curious to see what that is. That would have, the lucky horseshoe. Okay. All right. Others see you as lively, friendly, and witty. So this person sees you as really enjoyable to be around. They think you're funny, you're friendly, you're kind, you're lively. Like, you know, and maybe you also came in at a time when they didn't really plan to be in a relationship. That was kind of something that was coming through. It's like they've got a lot going on. they might have a lot of obligations and a lot of different things in their life that are sort of complicated. So you might have kind of come at a time where they weren't anticipating. You know, things kind of happen in a mysterious way sometimes. Okay, let me see. Yeah, my diary. I'm seeing them opening up a little bit more. Okay, they could be journaling, writing things down, talking to somebody. There's a musical element that I'm picking up on because you've got the music notes and you've got the microphone. Okay, there could be a musical element to your relationship. They could be writing you a song, who knows? There could be a certain song that reminds you of them, or a song that you connect over, or a band or something like that. Music might be something that's really helpful for them too. My stomach. Current energy towards you, the nail polish. Something about you aesthetically they feel very drawn to, okay? It could be the way you do your nails, it could be the way you do your hair, the way you dress. This person's in the midst of like making adjustments in their life. Like they're currently going through a lot of change in general. So it's almost like, okay, I've got these feelings, but the timing could not be worse. The timing could not be worse. Like they could be in the middle of a move, they could be in the middle of a job change, building something, business, work changes, stress with life, family issues popping up. Like there's so many things that could be contributing to this confusion that have nothing to do with you. You've got the horseshoe, so this is all about luck. And I like that with the horse in this image. Well, it's actually a unicorn, but the horseshoe, because yeah, I think circumstance has kind of kept this person feeling out of control in their life. So I think things are shifting for them, things are changing. They spend a lot of time outdoors. This is like a cabin in the woods. So there's an element of like outdoors or even retreat. This is actually making me think of like retreating. Nature could be helping them kind of sort this out as well. You might find them a little quiet soon or right now. You might find them that they've pulled back or they've kind of retreated a bit or they've gone, like you're kind of wondering, okay, how are they feeling? Like things have kind of shifted. So they're sorting some things out for themselves. And that's not to say you have to sit and wait and you know, if you're not feeling any effort towards them, by all means, you know, you can do what you want with any of these readings. Yeah, you might find that they've gone a little quiet or they've retreated. They're dealing with some confusion. Okay, they're sorting things out. They're trying to get back control of their life over something that has felt overwhelming and burdensome. And also, this could also be saying too, like they're at the end of closing a certain chapter. This is a 10, right? So whatever this 10 of Wands represents is coming to an end. It's coming to a close. Like they're almost done this. So it could be just something that they're kind of trying to wrap up before they fully dive into this connection. And really, it could be a relationship. It could be something like that. That they weren't fully out of, but there was some maybe a messiness in that connection, okay? And like wrapping up the connection or closing off that relationship. But I don't think hope is lost in this connection. It's just if you're patient, if you want to be patient, or if you want to kind of see where this goes, there's a lot of potential, okay? There's so much potential, but right now it's just sort of a heavy time and a confusing time for this person. So, you know, you have to let me know what happens and if this makes sense for you. I'd love to hear it. Just a quick little love check-in today. We'll do some letters, actually. I feel like people are disappointed when I forget the letters, so let's do those. This week has been busy. I've had company staying with me, so I didn't get around to doing like a long reading in between the weeklies, and I don't like just posting weeklies. I always like to have one reading in between. So I'm like, what can I do? I'm like, let's do a quick love check-in. Okay, so look for names, initials. Let me know in the comments, is this making sense? Is it, and some of this energy could also be you too. You might be feeling confused. You both could be feeling a little confused. And I think when one person's confused, the other person kind of gets confused as well, because it's like, okay, I'm having a hard time reading this. I'm having a hard time picking up that they like me. So yeah, it's in a very kind of complicated time, but it did say that things are changing, and that this relationship could absolutely have potential if you're willing to kind of stick with it, I guess. Okay, so sit. Yeah, love. Let love. Dan, is the name Dan important? Feast. There was a movie called Feast of Love a long time ago that I used to watch. Me and my cousin would always watch it, Feast of Love. Maybe watch that movie. There could be like one of the stories in that movie that resonate for you. I don't remember the scenarios. I don't remember really what the movie, like, you know, what it was about, what the storyline was about, but I do remember it was just basically about love, and I think it featured like various relationships. I'd have to rewatch that one, but yeah, that came through, Feast of Love. Let me know what you see. I mean, look in the comments. There's always suggestions, so yeah, names, initials. I'll move my, sorry, people get mad at me if I don't give you a chance to look at the letter, so I will do that. Just let me, oh, I don't have another N. I was going to say tension. Okay, I'll let you look at the letters for a second. And always pause too. If you need more time, feel free to pause. Okay, well, I'm going to leave it there. Group 1, I hope that you enjoyed today's love reading. I hope that it, you know, helped clarify some things, or just, you know, resonated with you and was maybe comforting. But we will see you next time. 2, if you chose the second heart, then this is your love messages. We're checking in on their current energy towards you, like what's happening in this connection. So let's dive in. Let's see what might be going on. Your heart card is: the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. So let's see what's going on, group 2. Let's see what's happening in this connection. I do like to get fairly specific in my love readings. This could be if you're in a relationship with this person, you just kind of want to check in and see, you know, maybe what their energy is, or you could just be getting to know someone or dating them. So let's see. Group 2, current energy, expansion. That's beautiful. Got residual energy on the bottom. Okay. Group 2. Group 2, their current energy towards you, group 2. Sometimes life stings. Oh, this person's been stung. And time for a beginner mind on the bottom. I'm getting a lot from the bottom cards today. So here's the thing. Today's reading is complicated. Group 1 was quite complicated as well. But you know what? I have to read the cards as they come in. And this person is struggling, kind of letting go of some residual energy from a previous connection. And they're kind of in the midst of like starting over, okay? And now I'll have an alternative interpretation if you're in a relationship. Like, let's just say you're married to this person. The message at its core still remains the same. This is like someone trying to release the past, okay? Sorry, I bumped into the camera. But yeah, something stung. Yeah, so something happened. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. Okay. Group 2, their current energy, deception. Someone is wearing a mask in this relationship. Okay, let's see what this is about. Group 2, what is their current energy towards you? Open up. Okay, well, that's good. Freedom on the bottom, yeah. Okay. So here's the thing. These romance angel cards are very vintage and specific. So someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. False self mask in this relationship, but they're opening up, okay? I don't think that this deception card has to be malicious or it has to be anything about dishonesty. What I'm getting with open up is it has more to do with like this person's starting to open up their world and be a little less guarded and closed off. Okay, so healing family issues, yeah. So, okay, let's get some tarot and then we'll look at the big picture. But that's my feeling with the deception card. I mean, they might not have told you a few things as well. There could be some things that they're hiding, or they're just kind of trying to portray a different version of themselves that isn't truly them. Like they're guarded, is my feeling. They're not fully, or they're working on opening up, but they haven't fully done that yet. So I think, you know, going forward in this connection, you might see a different side of them. Cards are like flying out of the deck. So yeah, you might start seeing more, yeah, you might start seeing more sides to them or more of their personality starting to come through very soon. Group 2, their current energy in this connection. Ace of Cups, yeah. The Hermit, okay. Group 2, current energy, 10 of Cups. Aw, it's nice. Queen of Cups, oh, okay, yeah. If this Queen of Cups represents you, what I'm getting is they feel very safe to open up to you, okay? They feel like they can open up. This person has their guard up. There's zero question. And it has to do with the fact that they've been burned, they've been stung, they've been through a bad relationship experience, okay? So in their approach to dating now, or in the way that they get to know someone, they don't go in fully open and vulnerable and unarmored. I was just talking about this with a friend, how like everyone has different approaches to dating, right? Like some people go in a little bit more open and hopeful, and other people, you have to kind of like chip away at those walls and kind of really get to know them. And you don't really fully know them until they really trust the situation. So this could be kind of who you're dealing with. This person doesn't let people in easy. They're an introvert. Okay, I'm seeing them as quite introverted, introspective. They prefer to sort things out on their own rather than, you know, talk to you about what's going on. So they might even say, I'm fine, when they're not. They might tell you nothing's going on when you know it is. It might be really hard to kind of get the truth out of this person. And again, I'm not getting it so much in this instance as like deception or them trying to be sneaky or malicious or anything like that. It's more so just protective. You know, some people wear masks in their relation. I'm thinking of the movie The Mask. We all wear masks, metaphorically speaking. And it's true. Like, you know, it takes time to get to know people, really get to know them, right? Like when you're dating, you're hearing what they're telling you, right? But really, you don't really know someone until you start to get to know them and get to know their experiences and all that. So this is the good news, group 2. I am seeing a lot of potential in this connection, but this person needs to heal something still, because they can't carry what happened in the previous connection over to this one, because that's not fair to you. Just like you shouldn't do that with them, right? Like, meaning like, of course, we take that knowledge and experience to the next connection as like a learning tool, but we don't take it as like this. We don't, I guess, just assume this person's going to do that just because someone else did the same thing, or we don't assume that this relationship's going to go bad just because the previous one did. So there's still some residual energy that is being sorted out due to something that happened that really hurt. You know, they could have been cheated on. There could have been something really mean said. A relationship that they really had their heart set on could have just gone completely wrong. So yeah, the current energy towards this connection is this person's starting to open up. They're likely falling in love. You might not know that, okay? Or it might not be very obvious. I don't think that this person shares feelings as they might share feelings, because you do have Ace of Cups and 10 of Cups, but there's still more to be uncovered. Okay, there's still more. And what I was getting earlier with the Queen of Cups is they actually might be surprised with how much they've opened up to you. But the Ace of Cups is telling me that they're trying to look at this as a new connection, or you're stirring new feelings within them. And this could be, the 10 of Cups is a really beautiful card, obviously, in any relationship reading. It's a card of fulfillment. It's a card of happiness, contentment. What I'm seeing is this person might feel safe with you to open up and let their mask, let their guard down. But this person goes into relationships like with this wasp spirit. They go into it expecting to get stung, expecting to get hurt. So that's not, I don't think that's always the greatest way to approach a relationship. I mean, but what are you going to do, I guess? So residual energy is definitely playing a factor. And this person acknowledges, like, the past is behind me. They're trying to release it and embrace the new possibilities. You might find this person might be a little bit quiet right now, or you might have noticed recently. Actually, group 1 had that too. Today's very complex. Like, I never know when I do a love reading if it's all going to be like, yeah, everyone's falling in love and everything's great. Sometimes it is, I don't know. But I read the cards that come up. And today, a lot of people are guarded right now. A lot of people are dealing with a lot of heavy things in life. And group 1 was going through a lot. So I'm seeing similarly, for you, it has more to do with like the past or a previous relationship. And this person's trying to start fresh. And this could be a good thing though, group 1, because my feeling is that they've done a lot of work, they've progressed, that they've done a lot of soul searching. So this is really good. To see the Hermit is a good indication that they've done the work, or they're currently doing the work. This is a soul searching card. It's very introspective. It's going on a personal journey. So, I don't think that this person's ignoring it, which is good, right? They're sorting through it. They're trying to process it. And because they want the next relationship to be a success. They want to start fresh and not bring in those stings from the previous relationship. I'm getting this previous person could have like said something rather insulting, like, to this person. Like, it really stung them. Or the previous person that they were with just knew what to say to get to this person. And they're struggling with that, right? They're struggling to not let it affect their confidence. And so they put up this, mask of like who they are. They recently could have kind of gotten back into dating. So they're new to the dating scene. This could be an indication. So time for a beginner mind. It could be an indication that they haven't been single in a long time. And that also could be why they're closed off. Like, this relationship could have been a long-term thing. I know that's me right now. When I re-entered the dating world, like, Tinder didn't exist last time I was single. It did not exist. So I made one, and it's just like trying to, I don't know, it's such a new world for me. So it is very much like beginner mindset that this person is experiencing. Like, maybe online dating they haven't tried, or maybe the last time that they were in the dating world, the dating pool, it was totally different. Who knows? So they're approaching this relationship or dating in general as like something completely fresh to them. Or if it's not so much about like dating in general, like the examples I used, it could just be that they're trying to look at this new connection as something completely different, completely separate from the previous relationship. So that's the good news. Their current energy towards you is they're trying to start fresh. They're trying to open up. They're working on it. It's not easy for them. They tend to be a little bit private and introverted, but they do see the connection. They could be developing a lot of feelings for you that they haven't even shared yet. Their feelings and their world is starting to expand. They're starting to feel like they've processed the past. That's why I'm really happy to see the Hermit. This was like, if I hadn't seen this Hermit card, I might be a little bit more like, a little bit more hesitant, but the Hermit is actually good because it indicates to me that they're doing the work. They're doing the self-work. So that's really important. Let's get some charms, group 2. I'll be curious to see what group 3 has, because today has been like, it's been kind of like heavy energy. Okay, so this person does better with one-on-one time. Okay, this is what this charm represents to me, one-on-one time. They enjoy phone calls, or you could expect some communication soon. So that'll be good, especially if you haven't heard from them in a while. Let's see. I'm seeing the two of you kind of letting your guard down a little bit more with each other and being a little bit more raw and honest. You aspire to great things, begin with little ones. This person is trying to approach a relationship as like a little at a time. They're not going to be the type to want to dive in. And if they are, they're trying to not do that so that they can prevent this from happening again. So even if they are the type that would like to just dive into the relationship, they're being cautious. They're trying to be cautious. It's interesting to have the saddle, because this one often makes me think of trying again, okay? Getting back into dating. This could also represent a feeling of support and steady, sturdy energy. You've got the little what do you call this? Pinwheel or windmill. This can represent changing energy, okay, or a shift. You've got the T, so this person might feel very comforted by you. They could also be like talking with friends too. Group 1 had a lot about that. And you've got the compass, so inner compass, direction. And you've got this one. Lots about support, and this can have to do with like a solid foundation, or yeah, like I'm getting support or reinforcement, something being strengthened. Yeah, but the one-on-one time's interesting, because this is like, I don't even know what these are, but they're two little cute creatures of some kind in a little cave. And I always think of it as like hiding out, one-on-one time. You know, just having some time together. I don't think that this person's overly social. You know, I don't think that they're, you know, that doesn't mean they're antisocial. It just means that they would prefer, they appreciate their tranquility, is my feeling. They appreciate their quiet time. Like their circle might be kind of small. Like they might even be mysterious to other people. Like other people, you know, don't really know the real them. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely potential here. Group 2, okay? So everyone has their history, right? Everyone has the things that they've been through, and this person's really been putting in the work to heal that and start fresh and approach this relationship with a fresh beginner mindset and open up and let someone else in and communicate better and be more open in general. Okay, but they want some more time to kind of get to know you. And yeah, so if you're kind of wondering where they're at, this could definitely be what's going on. But I love the Queen of Cups on the bottom. This could represent them or you. If it is you, it could represent someone who feels very safe, like you feel very emotionally open and safe to be open with. Okay, let's get some letters, group 2, and we'll see what comes up with the letters. But yeah, let me know if this is making sense. If you're in a relationship with this person, like let's just say you're watching and you've been married to this person 20 years, you know, all of these messages could still kind of stand. This person might be opening up more. You know, you might find, I mean, I think we could find things out about each other after any period of time, right? So it could be that they're processing different things that they've kind of held back. Also, it could be the two of you have like maybe been through a bit of a rough patch and things have kind of stung, and the two of you are trying to be more honest and open up more. Okay, so if that resonates, but yeah, let me know. Let's get some letters. My clear feeling is that this is somebody who's starting over and dating and trying to not carry that sting over into the new one. All right, so let's take a look. Let me know what you see. Comment below. I usually don't find very much, but sometimes I do. Let me flip them up, right? Then I'll get my hands out of the way. People get mad if I have my hands in the way. Oh gosh. Them upright. If you need more time though, pause, because that'll give you as much time as you need. Okay. of, from, song. Yeah, you've got X, like an X. I don't really see very much. Yeah, I don't see much. Yeah, I feel like I could stare at this for hours. I'm not seeing very much. Let me just rotate them around. Sometimes that helps. Text. Oh, worst. Sometimes I'll think, I'm like, oh, I can spell this, and then I don't have all the letters. I was going to get incoming text, but I don't think we have an M. Oh. Anyways, I'll let you see, you know, what you can find and comment below. And thank you so much, by the way. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed this. We will see you in a couple days for the weekly reading. I hope you enjoy. Okay, have a good day. 3, if you chose the 3rd heart, then this is your messages about their current energy towards you. So the person you're thinking of, we're going to try and see what their current energy is. Now, you could be dating this person, getting to know them. You could even be in a relationship with them. We'll have to see. I always try to get as specific as I can, and groups 1 and 2 were complicated. Going into these readings, I mean, ideally, it would be nice messages all of the time, and not that they weren't, but they were complex. It was definitely a complicated situation. So I'm very excited to jump in for you and see what comes up. Your card that you chose is the Secret Admirer card. So someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. So this does pivot a little bit from groups 1 and 2. You've got to make the effort, okay? Because groups 1 and 2, like this one, there's a secret element to their feelings, right? So this could be someone you're friends with. This could be someone you don't even know, you know, if they like you, or you could have kind of a secret crush on them. But either way, in this connection, their current energy is, it's an interesting card to get for this, because obviously you kind of know, otherwise they wouldn't be in your mind. You wouldn't be asking this question, right? So if you're wondering how they're feeling, or if you have kind of a suspicion that they have a crush on you, I'm seeing that's likely the case. Okay, so make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Group 3. This person's current energy too many. This person's current energy towards you. Be generous of spirit. Oh, wow. Oh, this definitely is a shift from the previous groups, which is refreshing. Like I said, it wasn't bad by any means, but it was heavy. Like groups 1 and 2 were complex and intense. Okay. So Secret Admirer, make the effort. Okay, so this person, okay, so let's just say you know that they like you. They've said, oh, I like you, I've got a crush on you. This could just be saying, like, these feelings are a little bit more deep than they're letting on. Okay, so even if they've told you, okay, I like you a lot, or I'm attracted to you, or I want to get to know you more, it could be that they're feeling a little bit more intensely than they're saying to you, and maybe they're a little afraid that they're going to scare you off or come on too strong. Let's see. Be generous of spirit and make the effort. This person wants to put in effort for you. They want to be generous in multiple ways, you know, not even just like, I think sometimes we think generosity and we think, okay, gift giving or something like that. Like that to me, for me, words, you know how they say there's the love languages? For me, words of affirmation, like hearing things is, I would take that over being given a gift any day of the week, any day. So this person's generous in a way that I think feels really good for you, and make the effort. This person's wanting to make effort. So if this hasn't happened yet, if you're not at this point yet, this could be kind of what they're wanting to do, is make the effort. Now, this card, this is an interesting card. We used to have this painting in my house growing up. So this image is very familiar to me. I've seen it so many times. But I'm noticing the wall there. Look, that's a little Yorkie too. It's cute. But yeah, I'm noticing the wall there. So there's some sort of obstacle in the way that this person's wanting to make the effort to overcome, regardless of that obstacle being there. This obstacle could be distance. It could just be time, you know, time that you're able to spend together or something like that. But they very generous. They want to be generous with you. They, you know, they want to make the effort. They want to put forth that effort. So that's beautiful. Group 3. What is this person's current energy? Let's see what else we get. Treasure. Oh my, that's beautiful. Treasure. Oh, and just open the deck to aura. Oh, it's a trust. Trust in reverse is interesting. Aura, trust. Okay. Let me get all of your cards and kind of see the big picture here. Group 3. What is this person's current feelings in this connection? Current energy towards you. Sorry, I'll cut that out if it's too loud. Sometimes the shuffling is so loud, but yeah, their current energy towards you in this connection. Group 3. Fear. Okay, yeah, there's a little bit of fear here. Okay, a little bit of fear, or you could be kind of a little nervous. Maybe they're nervous or fearful about sharing these emotions. Okay, you've got the spark card. So it's definitely a mutual spark, mutual passion and connection, flirtatiousness on the bottom. We'll put that there. Okay, let's get some tarot and then we'll dive in. We'll get you some charms too, of course. Trust issues, because trust came out in reverse, and fear. There's somebody with trust issues here, okay? Could be you, could be them. But it's if it is them, it's not stopping them from putting in the effort, because they view the connection as very special. And with treasure, like they view you as a treasure, or they view the connection as very valuable. They feel like they've found some hidden treasure or something like that. Make the effort. Current energy towards group 3. What is group 3's connections, current energy? One more. Group 3. 2 of Swords. Okay. That could be where the fear is coming from. There could be a little bit of confliction. And Ace of Cups. Okay. 4 of Swords. Interesting. Okay. All right, so we'll get some charms in just a second. Let me just observe all of our cards and kind of see what we're looking at here. All right, so I'm seeing someone that's wanting to really take their time, okay? The 4 of Swords is a card of rest. This person's sorting out some things, okay? So it's funny because when I started pulling your cards, I'm like, oh, okay, this seems pretty, this seems pretty uncomplicated compared to the other groups. But I mean, their relationships are complicated. That's the thing. So you've got 2 of Swords. This can indicate some confusion, all right, or being at a stalemate, being at a place where they're trying to make a decision. I'm very drawn to the 2 matches and then these 2 swords, just something about them right now. So there's definitely a spark. This person feels the desire or the impulse to make an effort and really put in their heart into this connection, but there's a little bit of fear or trust issues. They're just trying to take their time. They might be trying to sort out a few things as well, but they're very generous, and this could also be them this could also represent what they appreciate about you is the effort, okay? This feels very much like mutual effort. Okay, I think I see what's going on here. So I'm just like observing these cards. I sat with them for like a good minute there. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing. So this person, their energy towards you, deeper than they're letting on, okay? And I'm wondering, okay, why aren't they letting on? It's because they're afraid. They've got trust issues. This person, when they're in it, they're in it. They're very generous. They give their whole heart. They give their whole focus and attention to a relationship. They want to make the effort, but they're trying to almost like not restrain themselves, but just take their time. They're trying to kind of sit with this. They could also be doing some healing or just requiring rest for themselves, or just sort of trying to focus inward. But they're feeling a little bit conflicted. I think that there's sort of a feeling of like trying to, sort out, okay, I'm feeling this spark. I'm feeling this mutual chemistry. I feel like this is really special. I like this person's energy. I feel like we really get along. There's lots of feelings starting to develop with the Ace of Cups, but I need to really think this through. I really need to kind of just take my time and think this through, because I know I give my whole heart when I'm in a relationship. Okay, so they're trying to determine whether or not they want to pursue this. And not only if they want to pursue it, but maybe more so when. They're trying to kind of hold back a little bit. They're not in a rush to tell you how they feel, okay, with a Secret Admirer card. They might be dropping hints just because of the way that they treat you or the effort that they make, but they're not really coming right out and saying it at this point, because there's some fears involved or some trust issues. This person, like I said, they give their whole heart with generous of spirit. Like when they're in it, they're in it. They're not holding back. They put in 100% effort. And maybe that hasn't been matched. This could also be making them feel a little bit hesitant. This is the hesitation card, Two of Swords. So they're hesitant. They're hesitant, but they feel the spark. They feel like there's something really special here. They like the energy with aura. Aura points. My nieces, I feel so old. I don't know what anything means anymore. They say all these words and phrases. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm 37. I'm going to be 38 in a couple months, but I really have no idea what the heck anyone's talking about. But anyways, they're talking about aura points. So what? Anyways, that just reminded me of that. Aura points. The 12th could be an important date. 37 could be an important number, or the 9th of a certain month could be important, but 9th month, or even like the 12th month, December, you know what I mean? So we've got 9, 12, and 37 there. Their current energy towards you. Deeper feelings than they're letting on. They're trying to restrain or hold back for the time being. Maybe due to trust issues. Maybe because they're so generous of spirit and they're so generous with the things that they do and the effort that they make. Maybe they felt depleted, right? Maybe they felt like taken advantage of. Maybe they felt used. So now it's like, okay, I have to have my guard up because I can't just give, right? Some people are just the type that just like to give, and they give their whole heart. So this person, I think, is one of those people, but they're trying to almost, I guess, rationalize things and hold back a little bit. They're trying to almost I'm imagining this is like they're putting up this stop sign because they're afraid to be drained, essentially. And this could be so many things, like generous of spirit. I get more that it's more so just the energy that they put in, the effort that they put in, the focus that they put in, but it also could be financially generous. Maybe they got taken advantage of financially. Maybe they got taken advantage of just with their generosity in general, right? So you need to know, though, that the feelings are deeper. They've got their guard up. They're not saying everything. But they want to put forth the effort. And I think that once this trust builds and this fear sort of starts to subside and they've taken their time, they've sorted out their thoughts, I think there's a lot of potential here, okay, with spark. And, regardless of what this obstacle represents with the wall, adorable, very cute. Interestingly, actually, with fear and the lion, it's making me think of courage and brave, right? And bravery, right? I was thinking of the cowardly lion. Not that this person's cowardly, but just that energy of the cowardly lion with the fear, facing fears. Maybe getting into another relationship would truly be like facing fears. Maybe keep it light right now. With flirt, keep patience. Look at that underneath. Keep it light right now. It doesn't have to be a relationship right away. Keep it light. Keep it kind of patience. Take your time. It doesn't have to be an overnight thing. Take your time, keep it light, keep it fun. It's just the start. That's the thing, right? So this person's just trying to keep themselves grounded and sturdy and really sort some things out. They've got a lot to figure out. So in the meantime, keep it light, flirt, feel the spark, enjoy. Maybe you can show them effort as well, like mutual effort. And then maybe that might also, start to make them feel like, okay, this is a safe person to be generous with. So it's looking good though, honestly. Group 3, I think it looks great. Let's get some charms though. Definitely a lighter energy. Okay, you've got no. Maybe right now they're telling themselves no, because it's yes and no. And 2 of Swords can be kind of like maybe like a timeout card right now. They also could be trying to get better at setting boundaries. Like saying no could be something, because they're so generous, like they're trying to set better boundaries in their life. 3 could be important, or the 3rd, you are group 3. You aspire to great things, begin with little ones. So yeah, maybe they're just trying to kind of start small and just sort of a little bit at a time. You've got Bam, you've got this, you've got Dream. They could be dreaming about you or having, like with the Spark card, some spicy dreams about you. You've got the Hammer and you've got the Wheel. This is like the Captain's Wheel. Yeah, I think they're trying to regain control of a situation or feel behind the wheel. In a certain sense, they're trying not to let things progress at a pace that they're not comfortable with, which is totally a good thing, I think. And you've got the Hammer. So this can be persistence and focus, work or effort, building. I'm really getting building, actually. They're trying to build something, maybe meaningful. So maybe that's why this patience is so important. I would say in this connection, they're trying to take their time. They're trying not to lay out all of their cards on the table right away. They're trying to be a little bit more secretive, or a little bit more less all out in the open. They're trying to just enjoy this spark and this flirtation and just ease their way into it rather than diving in head first. But you're going to find they're very generous. They're very, and it's, again, not about financial generosity. It feels more so about like just generous, like with their time, with their effort. And I think that's actually going to be a really good part of your relationship, is they make the effort. It's mutual effort. Maybe you didn't experience a relationship where someone put in effort. So I see that this person does. Interesting too with Dream and 4 of Swords. Yeah, they're definitely dreaming about you, daydreaming, thinking about you. You cross their mind a lot. Maybe they're afraid to kind of let you know something too. If it is a secret crush, like they might be just afraid to tell you. Yeah. Yeah. Mystery, yeah. Everyone's so mysterious today. What the heck? Everyone's mysterious. Okay. Okay, let's get some letters, group 3. I mean, looks good. Looks good. Current connection, they're just trying to take their time. They're trying to hold back. They're trying not to be too generous too soon. Okay, but they value the connection and they view it as a connection where there's mutual chemistry and attraction, but they're trying to be patient and they don't want to rush anything. Okay, let's get some letters. The Fear card with the Dream message could be, oh, look at that secret. Look at that secret twice. But yeah, the Fear card and the Dream message could be, maybe they had a bad dream about the relationship and that's kind of made them worry. Okay, I'll flip these upright, then I'll get my hands out of the way so you can see, and then I'll see if I can find anything. Group 2, I found hardly anything, so you know me, I don't always see things, but sometimes I do. It just depends. Okay, so I'll let you look at that. If you need to pause, definitely pause. There's no rush. I'm seeing a few things. Okay, pause if you want more time. Okay. Game. Okay, I see visit. Maybe they just need some more time to like visit, or maybe your last visit was significant. They might visit you, make the effort to visit you with the Make the Effort card. Grow. Show. Secret song. Do the two of you have a secret song? I see game over. It's making me think of when you're playing like a you know, like a Nintendo game or something. I don't have an O. Yeah, I do. Game over. Maybe there's something about game over, or like maybe that's what their fear is or something. Giving. Okay, let me know what you see, group 3. I really do appreciate the help with the letters, and we will see you next time. I wanted to get something up between the weekly readings. I really, it's like something I can't stand when I don't upload something between the weeklies, because I don't want my channel just to be weekly predictions. I love doing that every week. It's become a thing we've done, I think, for like 4 or 5 months now. I can't believe it. But I don't want it to just be that. So I always like to include something a little different between. And this week has been busy. I've had company and just a lot going on in my life. So yeah, I wanted to get something up, and I thought, why don't we do a love check-in? It's been a little while. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope it resonated. Let me know, and we will see you next time.